Welcome everyone. This is my first attempt. This is our first attempt as a group of artists and to hold basically an art exhibition in an online environment. The way we have conceptualized the entire thing is that we have 7 artists. Most of them are visual artists. And at the end, right at the very end, we have an installation artist as well. One by one, each artist will come. They would be presenting 2 or 3 of their artworks, and they would be talking about their influences. They would be talking about those particular artworks. Yeah, so without further ado, we'll start. And the first artist is his name is Rajdeep Ghoshal. So I'd like to introduce Rajdeep Ghoshal. He is from Delhi. He's based out of Delhi, and he's a digital artist. And to start off with, let's have the artworks on one side of the screen, and then perhaps we can talk about. Then perhaps Rajdeep can talk about his influences and so on and so forth.
Yeah, thank you, Nilanjan. Fine. So basically, I am a concept artist and an animator. So I do concept art for movies, games, and animation and illustration for advertising and children books. Children book illustration is something which I love doing the most because it reminded me of my older days. And now I have started doing exhibitions very recently.
All right. Thank you, Rajdeep. We'll quickly move on to the next artist. We have with us the next artist. Her name is Ida Nagar.
Hi.
And
the artwork that's on display right now is a part of what I do. I started with oil painting almost a year back, and I haven't been able to stop since. It's a very fluid medium, and you can work on it for days and weeks at an end, which is really comfortable for creative people who tend to get lazy sometimes. This particular painting is actually a photograph I had taken last year when I took my first trip to the mountains. And this is the confluence of 2 rivers, Parvati and Tosh. And this is near the small town of Parsheni in the Kullu district.
Next up, we have Pallavi Rastogi. Can you talk a little bit about the medium that you use?
Yeah. There's a color ink which comes, so I'm using those inks, and they're very easy to use. You can apply water also to lighten the shade, and you can apply black color to darken the shade.
So Shreya is the next artist that we have with us.
So I was just talking about the female perspective, the side of it all, that I think the women in India or like all around the world, I think, have this tendency to hide the pain, what they have been through, maybe because of the social pressure or XYZ reason. So they cover up their scars, their pain. They just tie a knot and go on with their day.
So I'll quickly move on to the next artist, who happens to be me. So I guess I'll talk about my artworks now. So I'm a visual artist. I'm self-taught again. I tend to find influences from the everyday stories around me, and taking that as a starting point, I create artworks. Next artist, who is Hitakshi.
Yeah, so I'll just brief the audience about me a bit. So I'm a Delhi-based artist who just lost and found her passion for paintings and other artworks in 2018. And I'm a hardcore believer of spirituality, nature, souls, divinity, and peace. And each of my paintings hold a very important part of my spiritual aspect in them.
Next up, we have Ansh.
Hi everyone. So today I'll be doing a live performance.
time. Feels like the game is set. The match unfairly won. I wouldn't hedge my bets.
Yeah, so we have almost reached the end of this exhibition. You, as a concluding note before we sign off today, I think we would like to thank all of our artists who became a part of this show. Lot of thank yous, and thank you so much for the patience to all the audiences. I know that throughout this entire session we faced a lot of technical glitch, and thank you for having the patience to stick around till the very end. And also, as a one last note, I would like to bring in Mr. Vikas Garg. He is from Artloon. Artloon is, well, I will let Vikas talk about Artloon a little bit, but for this particular work, for this particular show, he was our digital media partner. So they did a lot of promotion for us, and thank you so much for all the help that you extended.